It's no secret that Shiro has become a rising star in CSGO and is really breaking out at Katowice 2021. His stellar performance of a 1.3 rating across the tournament has caught many people's attention. However, what caught my attention is that he's the only opper that outperformed Simple in a series, so I wanted to take a look at what made him so successful. First, I want to address that Shiro doesn't perform well by out-opping Simple. You'd think that the oppers would be dueling it out, but that's just not the case. Shiro actually only gets one kill on Simple the entire half, and it's this kill on him in a 1v4 retake. The first thing you need to understand about what makes Shiro so good is how Gambit play around him. They are a team that likes to do a lot of pop execs. They aren't a team that likes to smoke off things, molly things, then go. They like to flash and go. This leaves a lot more openings for Shiro to find kills, because in a lot of spots that would typically get smoked off, it's Shiro's responsibility to post and kill them. They trust Shiro to do this, obviously. Now let's look at Shiro as an individual. Somebody with a rating as high as his, you might expect to be very aggressive and look for a lot of entry and opening picks inside of defaults. Shiro, however, is not like that, and as you can see here, uses both of his flashes to set up riflers to take map control instead of his op. This is also seen on the CT side, where Shiro uses his flashes to set up his teammates to get into better positions. Shiro is not an opper that likes to tank a bunch of op-on-op duels. He's also not an opper that likes to go for a bunch of opening picks. This overly passive nature honestly reminds me of Device from the old days when he was known as a choker, and this is something that I expect Shiro to break out of as he matures. However, my one gripe with him currently is that he's a bit too afraid to take gunfights that we've seen that he can win. Here's a 1v3 clutch as proof that Shiro is fully capable of being aggressive and winning gunfights that he needs to. It's not that he can't do it, it's just a lack of willingness to do it. And that lack of willingness to do it is honestly what is probably holding Shiro back from being at the same level as Simple and ZywOo, because I think he really has that type of potential. So what makes Shiro so unique compared to everybody else? It's not his passivity, because you can see players like Brokey who are just as passive, if not more passive, than Shiro is. However, I think what really sets Shiro apart is his ability to almost rifle with the op, and I'll show examples coming up as soon as he kills Flamey and wins his 1v3. The first thing I expect out of people's mouths is what exactly is a rifle opper, because that's probably not a term that has ever been heard of before, considering I'm sort of making it, I'm sort of coining that as my own. A rifle opper is someone that approaches the game as an opper as if he was a rifler. So as you see here, Shiro runs in a long bathroom just like he has a rifle, except he has an op. And this is honestly something that Shiro does a lot, where he will take an engagement like he is a rifler, except with an op. And where I determine this is different from an aggressive opper is an aggressive opper will either get set up or will typically go for picks, where he is trying to open up rounds and look for one thing. Shiro, however, honestly reaches this point where he isn't really an opper, he's a rifler just using the op. This very unique style of opping is honestly something that I think only Shiro does. If you look at people like Simple or Prime Kenny S, you might think that they do essentially the same thing. However, I don't think they really do it the way that Shiro does it. They will go for opening picks into a bomb site and be the initiator a lot of the time. Whereas Shiro honestly isn't the initiator on Gambit. He's not the person that will get the first kill into a round that often. Shiro will typically be like the third person into a round or into a bomb site and will trade as if he is an opper. And that's very different and unique from what you would typically see from an op, where let's say, for instance, this example that's on screen right now, where Shiro is so aggressive that he's close up towards fire or flowers. Typically, an opera would be back towards divider, holding this credit area. But because Shiro is so close to his team, he's able to find trades on bank, where typically an opera wouldn't be in a situation to do that. And now it puts himself in a 1v1 where Flamey, as a lurker, would typically kill an opper that would be towards divider holding angles on the bomb site to let his entries run in. Shiro, however, because of his unique playstyle, is close to his teammates and that's just so different from what you typically see in Counter-Strike today. Again, doesn't win this one against Flamey. Flamey actually ends up taking this one out of bank, as you'll see here. Just gets race card, but still, I don't think it changes how unique Shiro's playstyle is. This unique style, honestly, also revolutionizes Afterplant. Because Shiro is with his team to trade, he is also in a much more forward and aggressive spot for Afterplants. So as you can see here, Shiro can look into bank right now, which is typically something that you wouldn't see out of an opper, who would typically be trying to play the bomb from like divider or bathrooms. Because Shiro is so far forward, however, it lets him take a shot in towards bank, as you can see here, and still back off into the divider and get another shot. This is something you typically see in a CT op, where they play on an aggressive angle and then back off into a more passive one. And I think this is what enables Shiro to find so many kills, even as a passive opper. If Shiro ever learns how to be a bit more aggressive and go for more opening picks in much the same way Device had to do early on in his career, he is going to be on the same level as Simple and Zywoo, and I firmly believe that. He'll be able to pick you early, he'll be able to trade you on an execute, and as he's proven at IM Katowice, he'll be able to clutch the round as well. So I thought it would be appropriate for me to provide an explanation and an introduction as to who I am and what I am doing on Nart's channel. So my name is Lucid and I'm the coach of North American Premier Team 3rd Impact, and I've known Nart for a little over a year, or about the same time he started making YouTube videos. I actually met him when he was coaching still, instead of being strictly a content creator, and I really appreciated what he did by trying to build up the community and provide knowledge and provide a good place for informational content, analysis content, and I've taken a liking to him since, and we've become good friends since then. And I started making YouTube videos about a month ago. However, it's harder for me to make YouTube content, obviously, because I have less time being a coach, having to worry about my own responsibilities. I'm also a college student, so I don't have as much time to create YouTube videos as Nart does, even though I believe he has work and his own separate things and responsibilities. He just isn't coaching a team currently. So he asked me if I would like to upload my content on his channel and be a part of his community, and I accepted because I really appreciate what he does for the community and I wanted to be a part of that. So if you like me and my content in specific, I will also be uploading on my own YouTube channel, not just Nart's. However, I don't want to put my YouTube channel and promote my YouTube channel in every video, so this will be the only one. If you stayed this long and do enjoy my stuff, go subscribe to me or support me in whatever way you wish, but I would appreciate it greatly. If you would like to interact with me more, make sure you follow me on Twitter or follow me on Twitch. I like to do viewer reviews where I will take my viewers in live streams and I will review their demos. I actually did that yesterday being February 27th, 2021, where I have a Argentinian that found my YouTube content, enjoyed it, and asked me if I would review his team on stream, and I did that yesterday. The VOD should still be on my Twitch channel if you want to go see me reviewing a nuke demo from a tier 3 Argentina team, or at least that's what he told me. Then it's there. You can go check that out as well. If you want to ask me questions, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll always answer questions on my Twitter and make sure that I interact with you all. I want to be a part of Nart's community. I want to build my own community, and in the end, I just want to help continue to improve Counter-Strike and share knowledge. I think that's about it as far as an explanation goes. So if you like this video, I really do appreciate it if you'd like, comment, subscribe, give me feedback on things you liked, things you didn't. I know it's a bit unique compared to what Nart does, where I go more into the philosophy and how a player is, more than the spots he plays and things like that. So if you like that sort of stuff, you will like the content that I create. Yeah, so I think that's about all. Thanks for watching.